My name is Holly, and my camera battery is dying, so hopefully I can do this fast enough. I also took notes to make this, so I'm sorry if I look down at my notes at any point in time. Also, I'm not sure my notes make that much sense. I tried to make them to make this make more sense, but not sure if they did or not. Actually, I'm these okay. Within the last year or so, I've learned that I'm an introvert. I think deep down inside I always knew this, but I always thought that there was something wrong with me because sometimes I would struggle to make friends, but when I had friendships, I was very invested in them. I put all of my heart into those friendships. They were very few and far between, but they were very important to me. I don't particularly enjoy going out and partying. I don't like small talk, but I do like talking to people. I just don't like chit-chatty things. And learning that actually wasn't saying that there's anything wrong with me, but that I'm just an introvert, has really changed my life. So I thought that I would make this, and hopefully other people will feel the same way, or this will help them realize that they're not broken either. So basically I want to make this to explain that it's okay if you have trouble making friendships. It's okay if you don't want to go out and party. It's okay if you don't like small talk. It's okay if you like spending time with yourself instead of with other people. Unfortunately, I know that it is very common, especially in American society, for the extrovert personality to be the normal one. That doesn't mean you are abnormal. It doesn't mean I'm abnormal, at least not for that reason. Actually, something I will suggest is a book called Quiet, which helped me a ton. It has some great examples of some introvert personalities that might make you feel a little better about yourself. So I do check that out. I listened to it as an audiobook and on overdrive, and loved the narrator. Her voice was very calm and peaceful, and I need that in my life. But because in America the extrovert is kind of the ideal personality trait, a lot of people have to fake it. Whether you are an introvert and you've been faking it your whole life, whether you're faking it on purpose or just because that's what you've been conditioned to, or if you're an extrovert watching this video, there might be some introverts around you who are faking it. Unfortunately, faking it can be incredibly exhausting. I have to fake it every single day at work. I have for years. I recently moved my desk, and at my new desk I don't have to fake it anymore. Unfortunately, other situations have now occurred that will cause me to have to go back to where I was sitting before, and now I'm probably going to have to start faking it some more. Very hard. Emotional exhaustion is something for me personally that I still continue to struggle with. Knowing why I'm exhausted is helping a lot. It's helping me identify why I feel the way I feel when I get home. It's not that I worked too hard, and it's not that I worked out too hard if I'm working out. And it helps me find the energy to push through that exhaustion when it's emotional, to do things like work out instead of making excuses for that. I'm not diminishing emotional exhaustion at all. It is such a big deal. That was originally going to be what this video was about, but I realized I don't have any tips for overcoming emotional exhaustion, so I just decided to make this be about being an introvert a little bit. Lately, one of the things I have been doing is trying to explain to my family why I do the things that I do. I am surrounded by extroverted people, especially in my father's family, which is a very close-knit family, is just a crap ton of extroverts. And I'm this lonely little introvert in the world of extroverts. And that's very hard for me to deal with. And instead of putting myself in situations that make me uncomfortable or I know are going to cause me emotional exhaustion, I've been removing myself from those situations. However, that means I'm removing myself from my family and that's caused them some issues. I think they think I am avoiding them or something like that, and that's not the case at all. I love my family. I'm so grateful for them, but it causes me so much to go to an event with them. Typically on a weekend, there are 2 days that you get off, and I will usually use one of those days to really take care of me. And to be completely honest with you, that can be doing this. I generally don't find filming or editing or anything like that exhausting. Sometimes I find it very therapeutic and allows me to use different parts of my brain which can distract me from other issues. I also deal with anxiety. I will do a video on it at some point. If I have an event, that means that that day, whether it's just 2 hours or the whole day, is shot for me. Because leading up to it, I have to prepare myself. Going there, I have to deal with it. And then coming home, I have to come down from that. And the anxiety does not help, but being an introvert definitely doesn't help. However, telling my family what my personality type is and why I am the way I am is helping. I've started with just my immediate family, and as I grow more comfortable, I plan on telling my extended family, just to explain to them why it's hard for me. It's not that I don't enjoy spending time with them. Of course I do. It's just very hard to do that. Sometimes it's hard for people to get that you just need to like step away. And at least from my perspective as an introvert, sometimes, yeah, I need you to talk to me and I need you to have an in-depth, very personal conversation with me. And sometimes I need you to just not. If I'm ignoring your text message, it's not because I'm rude, it's because I don't know how to respond. I don't create friendships well. I don't maintain friendships well. It's because I'm going to hyperanalyze it, see anxiety, or it's because I literally just need me time, and having to put myself through the emotional exhaustion of communicating with you is going to pull away from that. I hope this made sense. I actually kind of went off my notes, but I hope this makes sense, and I'm hopeful that if you are an introvert or if you know an introvert in your life, this will at least open your eyes a little bit. Just because somebody is an introvert and doesn't open up to you right away doesn't mean that they don't like you, that they're not interested in you, that they are not people. A lot of times introverts are people. They just need a little bit of warming up to do. So just handle your introvert with care. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. See, sometimes you can just like talk to people, and other times you just sit at home like a 20-something-year-old girl with your pillow pets, because you know what? They don't talk to you. They don't talk to you. They just sit there quietly. Right? You don't talk, Rick. Just at Trixie. She doesn't talk.